Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. It's been a while. Just been a mad busy. You know what it gets like when the football season starts. Everything sort of condenses into one. So yeah, I've not done any videos since probably Burnley. I think you know what I mean. Since then, we've been to Monaco and we've been to Brentford. In hindsight, both decent results. But yeah, it was mad busy. I went to Amsterdam for Lozzie's funeral, came back on the Tuesday, went to Bolton for the EDS, then went to Huddersfield on the Wednesday, then we did Burnley on the Saturday, and then we flew out to Monaco on the Monday to the Thursday. So it's been a bit crazy. I didn't make the Brentford game. I was ill, as you can see. Still got a few cold sores and that just run down, you know what I mean? I feel like walking around the south of France in your shorts 1 minute, next minute you're wrapped up at home in the rain. The English weather done me in. So Brentford was a no-go for me. But it was a good result. You know what I mean? It was a good result. Man United went there the week before, got a slapping. They had the tails up, Brentford. They play a certain way and a certain style. It's not to everyone's cup of tea, but it's effective. And we had to deal with that. You know what I mean? But firstly, just a little talk about Monaco. I mean, Monaco, the place is beautiful. It's a millionaire playground, but the ground is an absolute shithole. And I mean a shithole. And they treat you like dogs. You know what I mean? We got off the train in Monaco at 6:30. They kept us in pens outside the train station. You couldn't even get a drink, no food, just trapped in pens till 8:00. And then they walked us to the stadium like we were all, some sort of fucking, crazy international ultra group where it was just normal people just wanted to have a bit of a walk around Monaco before the game and they wouldn't let us. So that was our graft. And then we got in the stadium. They had 4 porter cabin loos for everybody. I felt sorry for the ladies who had to use them. You could barely get a drink. It was not very good. You know what I mean? The stadium's poor. The fans are poor. The away end, everyone was sobering up. So people were just sat down. I think it just flattened everyone, But Monaco, we started well. We should have won the game. We took the foot off the gas in the second half and we let them back into it. I know it was a dodgy penalty. Some saying it was, some saying it wasn't. I mean, for me, he's got to go for the ball there. Dyer's gone for the ball as well, headed his shin pad. I don't think he's caught him in the face with his boot or out like that. So it's a tough one to take, but in the Champions League, it is open to them kind of decisions. And at the end of the day, we got a point. So at the end of the day, for me, coming out the ground, we didn't get beat. This Champions League format, I think you've got to just keep collecting points. You know what I mean? So that was Monaco. You know what I mean? Erling Haaland on great form again. Really, really good form. I think at the minute he's the best striker in the world. I think he's adapted his game and changed it this season. I don't think he's getting involved with the centre backs. I've said it before. I think he's sort of hanging around, just off them, ready until the time comes to activate. And then when they get in the final third City, that's when he comes alive. You know what I mean? And if you get the ball in the box for Big Earl, then it's game over. I'm just watching the funeral of Ricky Hatton as we speak now. I'm going to the Etihad later to pay my respects to Ricky, but it's just come up now on the TV, and I think he's just leaving his hometown. And yeah, man, that's sad. So many people there. City flags lining the route. His Only Fools and Horses car is in front, and yeah, man, unbelievable. Rest in peace to Hitman. Truly sad day for Manchester, and sad day for anyone that had the privilege of meeting Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Wow, there's thousands of people lining the streets. He deserves it, man. He absolutely deserves it. Bleeding going to get me welling up here already. I'm not even at the funeral yet. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that the season started poorly for City. You know what I mean? The Wolves game, everyone was so excited about it. And then all of a sudden, we find ourselves losing to Tottenham and losing to Brighton, and there was a bit of a mini meltdown. I think everybody was panicking a little bit. We managed to steady the ship, some good results. You know, the point at Arsenal, the win against Manchester United was much needed. And we're looking a lot better shape. You know what I mean? You're looking a lot better shape. You got Nico O'Reilly, who got his first England call-up this week. Absolutely well-deserved. Nico, I've been a big fan of Nico for a long, long time. It looks like Pep's now going to turn him into this left back. But I feel like he's growing into the role. I think he's big, he's strong, he's powerful, he's got pace, he's got technique. I think that it's just made for him. You know what I mean? And he's got to keep going. And like you say, he's got called up to the England squad. It can only benefit him. He's made that position his own. I feel like Ruben Diaz and Josko Gvardiol in the centre-back position, I think that's our best two centre-backs, I do. I feel like when Ruben's got Gvardiol with him, you know, I think we're all right. Any other combination, I get a little bit worried. The right-back situation, we know that Kuzanov has been playing well there, unfortunately got injured, but I feel like Kuzanov could be the answer to the right-back situation. We've got Mateus Nunes, who's doing a decent job there when asked. You know, he has got that little bozo gene in him every now and then, but we can't fault him at the minute. And with Donnarumma at the back, I've said it before, I feel like he's added something different to the defence, a little bit of calmness. I think we've got physical presence now on crosses and corners and penalties, etc. I feel like we've got a goalkeeper that can actually save them. And then the one-on-ones, you've seen it against Brentford. You know, they have one chance. Josko Gvardiol with a backwards header, all of a sudden, he's through Igor one-on-one. You don't want a better, you've not got a better goalkeeper in the world in a one-on-one situation than Donnarumma for me. He's massive. He came out, he saved it well, saved the game. We carried on, defended well and won it. So that's the difference, I think, at the back now. The midfield, Rodri, Reinders, Bernardo, Rodri, Reinders, Foden, whichever combination he plays, is looking good. We know Rodri's just pulled up with an injury against Brentford. He's felt something in his hamstring. But I do feel you're going to get that because he's had such a long time out of the game with this knee injury. I feel like other parts of his body, you know, are going to start to feel it. You know what I mean? So we've just got to manage Rodri best we can. The news coming out of the City camp is that it's not too severe. So that's a good thing. But I've got to give a shout out to Nico Gonzalez. He came in against Brentford and I thought he did okay. I thought he shored it up. He did what he needed to do. So I can't fault him for that. But he got a lot of stick for the Monaco game. But he's got to go for that ball for me. You know what I mean? And Nico Gonzalez needs a run of games. We need somebody that can come in when Rodri's injured and help us out. Reinders had a fantastic start against Wolves. He slowed off a little bit. He should have scored against Monaco. He had a great shot against the bar. Should have scored against Brentford coming in at the back post. And the one where he weaved his way through all them defenders. So at the end of the day, Reinders, I think this season's going to have a great season. He's just still finding his feet in the Premier League. I'm sure it's a big, you know, adaptation to change from Serie A to the Premier League, the pace of it. So Reinders can only be good. And then we're talking about the wingers. I think Jeremy Doku has probably been our most best player with Erling Haaland this season. Him, Haaland and Foden have started the season fantastic. I think Doku's now starting to twig that he's got to produce an end product. It's all right doing the jinx, the turns, getting to the final third, but there's got to be something at the end of it. You know, if you can't go and shoot yourself, you've got to put that ball in an area where somebody can get on the end of it. And with a big man in the middle, the best striker in the world, get it in the box. You know what I mean? Absolutely get it in the box. So I feel like Doku is improving. And Phil Foden. Phil's had a torrid time last season, been slagged off everybody, ripped from pillar to post. You know, podcasts talking about he's finished and this, that and the other. And at the end of the day, he's came back this season. And I said it last season, if you give him the ball in certain positions, Phil Foden will hurt you. If you don't give him the ball, Phil Foden might as well not play. And we're giving him the ball, and he's getting that ball on a sixpence. He's turning, and he's now running at defenders, and he's looking like he's enjoying his football again. So this is the Phil Foden we need. This is the Phil Foden we want. This is the Phil Foden we know is in there. So everybody having a meltdown, rival fans, etc. We said it. Let them talk. because Phil Foden do his talking on the pitch. He had his issues, he's had his problems, he's working through it. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of credit in the bank with City fans. He can do what he needs to do. But at the end of the day, he's showing it, and he's showing good form and good link-up play. And this is the old Foden. This is the Foden we need. The other side of the wing, Bernardo's been playing there, but Savinho's now coming into it. Now, this is a strange one for me because Savinho's basically, you know, a great prospect. We said that. When Tottenham come in for the bid, we were like, take it. It seemed great money. We didn't take it, and he signed a new contract. But he's another player that's got to show more. He has got to show more. People got on the back of Jeremy Doku and said, you've got to deliver more. Savinho has got to show more. You know what I mean? The same one. He's very frustrating to watch. Gets to the edge of the box. You know, it crosses, hits the first man, runs it out of play. You know, has a shot miles over the bar. There's no sort of end product with him yet. Yes, he's still young. We get that. No one's slagging him off. What we're saying is Pep has already probably seen something in him. He's got to improve this season. You know what I mean? He's got to improve. Otherwise, we got to bring somebody else in, because we, going for the title, we need players that are delivering. We can't have players that are prospects and playing week in, week out, whom we're unsure whether we're going to deliver. We've got to have people that are going to deliver. And Savinho at the minute is a bit up and down. So we're going to see in the next few weeks, if he continues with the two wingers, what he tries to do. But other than that, you know, the team's looking okay. I feel like Erling Haaland, we spoke about him this season, he just looks like a man possessed. I heard his interview against Brentford after the game. He was talking about switching off from football with his son, etc., etc. It seems to work. You know what I mean? He seems to be doing okay because he looks calm. He looks cool. I'm like a man possessed. That first season when we signed him, he was an animal. Every game he was rampant, and he just wanted it and wanted it and wanted it. I feel last season he sort of lost that edge a little bit. But this season he started like a house on fire, and at the minute, you know, there's no one better on the planet than him. So we've got to keep going. Yes, we're only 3 points behind the top. Yes, we're only 2 points behind Liverpool. But remember, we're not in this race. Everybody said we're not in this race. Man City have finished. Pep Guardiola's gone. The rebuild, etc. So let them talk. Let them keep talking. Let them keep talking shit, waffling on about Liverpool and all that. That's fine. We just got to do what we do. Keep getting points on the board. Are there going to be some bumps in the road? 1,000,000%. Are we going to win every game? I don't think so. But do you know what? We've got to keep going. Keep winning games. Keep getting the squad better and better. And then we've got the boys coming back. Ryan Cherki, absolute diamond of a player. We need him. We need him. We look at the bench the other day. We need someone to just create something. We haven't got it. Cherki coming back. Mamouche. Omar Mamouche coming back gives us another option. And Ait Naori coming back gives us another option. Kuzanov coming back gives us another option. So we're doing all right now, but we've got 4 big players there to come back. So when them 4 big players come back and we've got a fully fit squad, I think Pep will finally start to show what this rebuild's all about. Are we done with the rebuild? I don't think so. I feel like we've got more to come in January. I feel like we've got the foundations, and the spine of the squad is sensational. Donnarumma, Rodri, Haaland spine is unbelievable. But I also feel like there's more to come. You know what I mean? The defence issue with the right back needs addressing. We can't keep plugging that hole, round peg, square holes, etc. We can't keep doing that. We've got to get a natural right back for me. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be addressed. But other than that, we're not looking in bad shape. You know, is it the free-flowing, swashbuckling football that Manchester City have been used to over the years? No, I don't think we're going to get that at the minute. We haven't got the team. But we are dogged. We do dig in. We can, you know, defend well if we need to. You look at the Arsenal game. We got our noses in front. We decided to defend. We got caught out near the end. But you know what? What a performance. So we have got it in us to keep picking up points and keep on rolling. So I'm not as worried as I was beginning of the season. Let's put it that way. Beginning of the season, I was a little bit edgy, a little bit twitchy. After the Wolves game, when I seen the Tottenham-Brighton one, I didn't know where we were going from there. But Pep and the boys have put a good shift in. They put results on the board. Manchester derby, we sent them the odd mob back to Stretford with the tails between the legs, give them a slap. So that's always a good feel-good factor. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm happy where we are. I'm happy where we are. We've got Everton next. Going to be a tough game. They've got Jack Grealish. Obviously, he can't play against us. But I tell you what a lease of life. What a lease of life Jack's having at Everton. And I wish him well. And I think all Man City fans wish him well. You know, he didn't quite get the chance near the end at City, but he's gone there. And the fans love him. And he's doing all right. And if we, at the end of the season, if he gets his move to Everton, we get 50 mil, whatever it is, I feel like that's good money, you know? I feel like that's good money. So at the minute, the season so far for me is okay. It's probably a 7 out of 10. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you think of the season so far. You know, is there anyone I missed on the lineup who want to talk about? Do you think we need a right back in January? Is this right back situation the weak link in the back four? What do you think of Rodri? The start of the season he's had. Is he playing too many games? What do you think of that? And Erling Haaland, you know, without him, I fear that we'd be struggling. This is another thing that, you know, I was saying the other day, you know, Arsenal got a great squad. Liverpool got a great squad. But if you look at City's squad, if Erling Haaland gets injured, there's no one behind. We haven't got Alvarez anymore that can come in and do a job. We haven't got Mamouche. He's injured. You know, what do we do? Then you've got Rodri. Rodri's now injured. We've got Nico Gonzalez, but thankfully to God, we've got Kovacic back. Kovacic is fit again. So that could be an answer to that problem. So I feel like we are covered a little bit there, you know. But yeah, it's international break. It's boring. England won last night 3-0 against Wales. I had tickets for the game, but I couldn't be arsed going to that. I'm going to go to Ricky the Hitman Hatton's funeral today. I'm going to the Etihad about 1:30. I'm going to pay my respects to Ricky. Like I say, I've just been watching the scenes on Sky Sports News at the minute. It's fantastic to see all the people in Manchester turning out for him, red and blue, and whoever you are, you know, he was just a gentleman. So it's a sad, sad day, but people have a great weekend. Sorry, this video's not no fucking sensational bullshit. It's just me getting my thoughts across, just to let everyone know that I'm happy with where we are, you know, at the minute. We've got a big run of games coming up. Villa away, Everton, Swansea in the Cup. So we got a chance to get some wins and get some minutes in legs. And that's all you can ask for. But please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. We're nearly at 30k. It has been a slow ride, but 30k for the number of videos I've actually done. When I look at other people's channels, people have done double the amount of videos of me and got 35k. So I feel blessed that there's 30,000 people that feel like they want to listen to what I say. So I am happy with that. Please follow me on TikTok at Big Steve MCFC, Instagram at Big Steve MCFC. And another bit of news this week. You might have seen on Instagram, I have got a new dog. He is called Sergio, after Sergio Cunaguero. He's an Italian greyhound. He's absolutely bonkers. I'm the dad that doesn't want a dog, by the way. But then I gave in. You know, we had a few bit of bad news in the family the last week. My missus's grandma passed away. So everyone in the house was a little bit down. And I thought, you know what, let's get ourselves a little dog. And I tell you what, it was one of the best things we did. He's absolutely brilliant. He's running around the house like an headless chicken. If the missus was here, I'd bring him on camera, but he's in his crate at the minute because I'm in here doing this. But I will. He's got his own Instagram. My daughter set an Instagram up for him. He's called Iggy Sergio. So he's got 700 followers already. So yeah, he's a legend. But other than that, that's all that's been going on in my life. Keep the faith. Let's have a little break. Get ready for Everton next weekend. And last word is for Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Rest in peace, Ricky the Hitman Hatton, a Manchester legend. Manchester loves you more than you can know. There's only one Ricky Hatton. Out of there.